Good afternoon, air signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, what I like to do is to get you started with taking a peek at the future of your sex life. And this reading is valid from now until the 10th. It's more of a weekend reading rather than the daily readings that you've seen me post here. Okay. I'm going to be using my tarot of sexual magic today in order to convey your readings. Okay. I've recently did a review on these cards for those of you who like to take a look at that as well. Okay. And so, what I like to do, ladies and gentlemen, is just examine your past, your present. I like to tell you what's not important in your situation, then move on to telling you what is in fact important and what's hidden, and to tell you what your probable outcome or what the probable outcome might be should you continue as you are. Okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading will not and may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it provides you with the insight that you've been seeking. All right? So, let's go on and get started here. I'm going to go on and just shuffle up my cards here and just to get some indication of what the spirits would like me to share with you in terms of the topic under discussion here. All right. So, Spirit, please give me the most highest messages to share with air signs regarding the outlook over their sexual situation here. Okay. Okay, let's start off by just examining the card falling to the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay, we have justice here. Okay. With this card, ladies and gentlemen, this card represents an air sign, usually a Libra. Okay. So this card is all about fairness. It's all about establishing equilibrium. Okay. Some of you might even be going through a legal debacle, perhaps even a divorce with someone. Okay, and this card assures you that your worries will be solved. Because a fair outcome is also it is to be expected here. And for those of you whose sex life appeared to have soured, this card certainly shows an improvement, an auspicious, ladies and gentlemen, turn of events, as you'll now resolve, or you'll now certainly be able to resolve past differences. Okay? But I feel that some of your situations might need someone else to intervene. Perhaps some of you might even need to consider counseling. All right? But I certainly do see an improvement is in store. I see you and another, ladies and gentlemen, really, really deeply engaging, okay? Deeply sharing, passionate feelings for one another, or some of you might even meet someone new, especially for those of you who are single. So, what this card is, the message that I'm getting from here is it's indicating that you should be a bit more confident and make a conscious effort to balance your emotions as much as possible. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might even receive a major heartfelt apology from someone who has hurt you. And it could potentially be an air sign or this Libra person here. Okay? Or vice versa. Be very cautious, okay? But rest assured, like I said, it's still, you need to really still make a decision here. I'm kind of getting. So try not to let your clouded emotions, ladies and gentlemen, govern your choices here. Take time to evaluate things, okay, before really making any type of permanent or possibly haphazard decisions without properly evaluating, okay? Now I'm going to go on and just select a few cards here to examine your past. Okay, we have, well, actually, I'm going to select one. We have the Knight of Chalice, the Knave of Chalices. Okay, we have the Six of Chalices. All right, we have the Hierophant. Okay, we have the Eight of Chalices. And of course, I'm going to explain these as we create a story here. We have the Ace of Chalices. Okay. And last but not least, we have the Knight of Chalices. All right. So let's just look at these cards here. I just want to get a general impression or an overview here of the types of things that I'm seeing coming into view for you guys. Okay. Make sure that you see these cards well here. All right. Okay. So I certainly see it looks like someone certainly has very strong romantic feelings towards you. And it looks like it's an ex here. Okay. As well as someone existing, as well as someone new that I feel that's going to be entering your lives here. Okay. I feel also that many of you are in a very romantic situation that has strong future potential, or you soon will be. That I'm kind of getting here. I see a very, 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 very supportive type situation that may have already developed or may be in the process of developing here. Okay. I see a soulmate connection. However, ladies and gentlemen, I do see a smooth talker here. This person appears to be younger than you. And it might be this ex that I'm kind of picking up here. Someone possibly narcissistic, always tells people what they want to hear just to get whatever they want. You know? An individual here one day, ladies and gentlemen, and then they gone the next. Okay? A Don Juan or perhaps a more Jezebel type, as you can see here from the symbolism here displayed here in these cards. Okay? I'm also kind of getting, see, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like something, just by looking at some of the combinations, I'm seeing something connected with Roman Catholic religion here. So I don't know how that um, factors into your situation, but it's just something that I'm mentioning. Now let's go on and just start off by just creating this story here. We're going to start off with the past. All right, we have the knave of chalices. And air sign, the knave is the same thing as the page, okay? And this represents water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And this card is all about intimacy, curiosity, as well as good news, all right? So, because you see this cat here, curiosity, sometimes God's killed a cat, all right? But it looks like many of you met someone younger and you had a very nice time together. And some of you might have received an emotional letter or text or decided, in fact, to move on or strengthen perhaps an existing situation that may have soured for some time, but you wanted to reconnect here. And it could quite plausibly be with, because this card tends to represent a bisexual or homosexual type person. Okay? So either you met a new lover or you decided to improve your existing situation with someone very affectionate, someone very intuitive. Again, possibly younger or acts younger, young, someone possibly shy, but secured in some way here. Because I feel that this person provides you with great solace and security here, all right? Or perhaps provided that, connecting to your past here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's accelerate this and move this forward to the present here, all right? We have the Hierophant, okay? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Actually, we have the Six of Cups. to represent your present, ladies and gentlemen. And with the Six of Cups, ladies and gentlemen, the sun is in Scorpio. It represents a water sign again. Okay? So an ex certainly is very desperate to return, as is to have a last go around. Someone who casts you aside, ladies and gentlemen, and expect you not to remember what they did. All right? So, with that said, you can certainly expect to hear from him or her if you've yet to hear from him or her. Because this card is all about past associations, the good old days, if you will, renewing, reconciliation, even, perhaps, even special occasions for some of you. Trips, ladies and gentlemen, of all sorts. So I see the two of you perhaps maybe bumping into one another or somewhere or talking via the telephone, text, social media type platform, etc. Or some of you might even decide to just reconnect and renew your sexual connection with someone existing. Okay? As you make an attempt, ladies and gentlemen, to restore what perhaps might have been lost. But the key is an honest discussion is certainly needed. Okay? So don't be immature, ladies and gentlemen, certainly when it comes to really expressing yourself and also recognizing this situation or recognizing what this situation might entail. All right? So now let's examine, because with any given situation, ladies and gentlemen, there are things that we really shouldn't put our focus or place too much on, things that we shouldn't place so much emphasis. Okay? So let's see what some of those things might be, okay, in relationship to your question. All right? Now we have the Hierophant. Okay? Saturn is in Pisces. So with this card, ladies and gentlemen, of course it represents an Earth or Taurus. I mean, an Earth sign, a Taurus I'm getting. Okay? This card is telling you that certainly was not important. It's certainly not the time to show your soft side or be weak or be a pussy. Or neither trust nor to conform to impress someone to even show mercy. Okay? Particularly towards someone you might have, who perhaps might have hurt you. And I'm sure many of you know who this already is. Okay? Now then, you may ask, what is important? Okay? Let's check this shit out, y'all. We have the Eight of Chalices here. Okay? This is the same as the Eight of Cups. What's important, ladies and gentlemen, is that you turn your back on this person, that you walk away, that you say no, and that you leave well enough alone, despite your hurt. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, that you embrace a needed yet overdue change of heart. For some of you, you might even need to relocate and to certainly trust your inner God for the direction that's required. Should you not have the courage that's needed to make this important decision, ladies and gentlemen, which is definitely, once again, seriously important. Let's move right along to see what might be hidden in your situation. Okay? That you need to be made aware. Wow. Look what you have here, ladies and gentlemen. You have the Ace of Chalices. Quite interesting, huh? This card represents a new beginning. So a new beginning, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly imminent. It shows, ladies and gentlemen, passionate intimacy. Quite possibly even a new lover for some of you, as I've been indicating throughout the reading. So some of you might even conceive with this card. It actually takes you to this level. Look at the symbolism, ladies and gentlemen. You might get knocked up. Okay? Also, if you are presently with someone, your situation certainly will strengthen, and your passion for one another will surprise you. So, happiness, ladies and gentlemen, and sexual pleasures of all sorts abound. Wow. I'm happy to hear this reading. Okay. Now let's go on and just move on and look at your outcome here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Knight of Chalices. Okay. And the reason why you're seeing more so chalices and majors in this reading here is because I didn't use the entire deck. Okay. So with this card, it all look at this card, ladies and gentlemen. So it brings about a lot of seduction here, you know, and romance, messages, and extravagance of all sorts. It shows that a long term condition is really about to change, ladies and gentlemen. I see new experiences coming towards you, opportunities, as well as invitations. I see a person, this ardent new lover, it appears to be rather flirtatious too, that I'm getting. All right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go on and just pull out another oracle deck, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a few more messages about this situation to kind of help you continue to nurture and attract the loving relationships that you're seeking or those that you're trying to maintain. Okay, so with that said, Spirit, I'm going to ask for 5 more messages here to share with air sign regarding this time frame in question here. So, Spirit, give me 5 more messages for air sign. 5 more messages. Okay, let's look at the first message, air signs. This card is asking you or telling you to trust in the healing power of love. For it is only through love that happiness is impossible. It's possible. Observe all that transpires, but don't get emotionally attached, which is what I've been telling you. The storm will clear. You can be of assistance to the one you love only, ladies and gentlemen, if you continue to remain positive, which is very important. Understand that a great love life requires intimacy, trust, and the ability to share your feelings. Express your thoughts and fears, your likes and dislikes. Talk openly. Listen. Be fully present, ladies and gentlemen, always with an open heart as well as an open mind. Next message. Understand that love generates love. You will receive positive confirmation of this in the next few days. Keep on loving, and you will keep on receiving ever greater blessings in return. Next message, ladies and gentlemen. Understand that you and your lover are eternally blessed by a profound love, by a sacred union with the great source of light, whose love moves the earth, ladies and gentlemen, as well as the stars. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, surround yourself with nature and you will feel a greater sense of well being. Nature's healing energy is sensual as well as magical. It will awaken the sensual magic that resides within you. So, air signs, this is what I have to have for you in the way of a sexual message for you for this weekend. Be sure to like and share. If you've yet to subscribe, click that subscription button. If you wish to have a more personalized reading, you can definitely access my website or contact me with one of the emails provided or through one of the emails provided within the description box. Have a nice evening. Thanks a lot.